Hello, everybody. My name is Christopher Howard, and I am in charge of explaining the grammars of the units 11 and 12 of the book Passages. So, let's get started. Hello, guys. Today we are going to start our grammar lesson. We are going to talk about present unreal conditionals. There is another name for it too. The name is conditional type 2. What if? If I had the money. So let's talk a little about the conditional. What would you do if you won the lottery? Maxine would buy a new house for her parents if she won the lottery. If Paul won the lottery, he'd take a trip around the world. John and his wife would buy a piano if they became rich. We use unreal conditionals to talk about a situation that is not real now, but that we imagine. And that's a really important point in this conditional. Imagination. We are just using our imagination. If I had $1 million, I would buy a big house. If I lived in Italy, I would like to visit the Colosseum. If I got a job as a chef, I would work at a very expensive restaurant. Are these real situations? Do I really have $1 million? Well, no, not yet. Do I really live in Italy? Nope, I live in Dominican Republic. Do I really work as a chef? No, I am an English teacher. So guys, all of these situations, we are just using our imagination. They are not real. We are just creating hypothetical scenarios in our minds. How do we make this type of conditional? Look at these examples. If my friend asked me for money, I would lend it to her. In these sentences, guys, we have two parts. We have, let me show you here. We have this part in here. This part is called the condition. The condition is the part that we use if. Later, we also have the result. The result is the part that we usually use would. Remember something. In the condition, alright, the part that I have if, I use the verb in simple past. In the result, well, that's different. So in most of the cases, we use would in the base form of the verb. The result, guys, the result can be at the beginning of the sentence and the condition at the end. If that happens, then we don't use a comma to separate. In here, if the condition is first, I separate the sentences with a comma. If the result is first, I don't use a comma to separate them. So this is the result. Thomas would be happier if he got a less stressful job, which is the condition. So remember, guys, in the if part, we use the simple past tense. And in the result part, we use would plus the verb. The form and meaning. When you imagine a future happening like this, you use a simple past form after if. However, the meaning is not in past. It's not in past. I know, and many times students get confused because they see the verb in simple past and they think that the sentence is in past. No, this is just part of the grammar, but the meaning is not in past. As an example, if I moved to a big city, I'd sell my car. The meaning here is not in past. I didn't move away and I didn't sell my car. No. Alright, I'm just imagining a future possibility. And that's the meaning, that's the use of this conditional. Imagine a future possibility. Imagining. Now, we are going to continue talking about unless, only if, and even if. These three parts, we use them when we are talking using the conditional type 2. Now, let's begin with the first one. Unless. Unless includes exceptions that would change the speaker's decision. And that's really important in this case, the exceptions. As an example, I wouldn't eat snail. Oh my god, eat a snail? No, never. But wait, there is an exception. Unless you paid me $1,000. So in this case, what do I mean? That, of course, I'm not going to eat snail. But if you pay me $1,000, I would do it. So that is the exception in this case, using unless. I wouldn't eat snail unless you paid me $1,000. Again, guys, this over here is the condition, this in here is the result. You can use the result at the beginning and the condition in the end. Unless you paid me $1,000, I wouldn't eat a snail. And separating them with commas. Another example, let's use it in a conversation now. Hey Chris, I have a question. If I did something incorrect in a class and you saw me, would you keep it as a secret? Well, I'm not very good at that. I would keep it as a secret unless our boss asked me directly about it. What do I mean? That I'm going to keep the secret? Yes, I would keep the secret. But if my boss asks me about that, I'm sorry, I'm not going to keep it. I'm going to say it. So I would keep it as a secret unless our boss asked me directly about it. The next one is only if. Only if tells us that there is only one condition and no more. I would criticize my friends only if I knew a way to help them become better. Because I never criticize my friends. No, I don't like to talk about my friends like that. So I would criticize my friends with only one condition. If I knew a way to help them become better. Only if. And here I have a picture of a girl. She looks really angry at a man. And what does she say? I would go out with you only if we were the last two people on the planet. And no more. The next one is even if. Even if, we use it when we talk about unexpected or surprising results. We use even if when something would happen or would not happen, if it's a negative, in any case or condition. This conjunction emphasizes that a specific situation would or would not continue no matter what happened. I don't have a visa, but that's okay. I love Dominican Republic. Even if I had a visa, I would stay in my beautiful country. So this is not going to change. I would stay in my beautiful country. That's not going to change even if I had a visa. And here we have another conversation, a short conversation. Hey, are you going to the party tomorrow? No, I don't want to go, and I know they won't invite me. Why not? I know you don't like those parties, but you should try it. Nah, I just hate those events. Even if they invited me, I wouldn't go there. Even if they invited me, I wouldn't go there. So I'm not going to change my decision. Even if they invited me, I wouldn't change my decision. So that is everything for this lesson, guys. In this lesson, we talked about the present unreal conditional. Remember, we are using our imagination. And we mentioned unless, only if, and even if. Thank you so much. If you have any question, you can refer to your teacher. And we see you the next time.